Thank God.
3.0 seconds.
Trailing Nick by 3 seconds. First time that's happened all year. Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. Today, it's the penultimate race of Season 1, the Brazilian Grand Prix from Interlagos, a track that I absolutely adore. Last time out, it was the Mexican Grand Prix. If you missed that episode, I highly recommend you go back and watch that one. Before you give today's episode a watch, I'll put a link to that in the top right-hand corner of the screen. An amazing race for us. A little bit of everything in that one, but we got the strategy right. Very, very fun race. Now there's only 2 races left on the calendar, and Interlagos is a track, like I said, I really enjoy, really like racing here. Hopefully our car can perform at this track like it did in Mexico. I don't know why it wouldn't. The car is absolutely beautiful right now. Let's take a look at what we got to fill our time between today and the Grand Prix weekend starting up. As you can see, we had 9 days at our disposal. Decided to use 2 of those on a simulator training to help Nick out with +2 experience. We got a vehicle PR filming that's going to give us 750 team acclaim along with some cash. It hurts our department morales along with this chassis department focus, but we're not developing anything for the rest of the season, so it doesn't really matter. We're putting all of our resource points into protecting our developed parts in the powertrain and the chassis side. We're not going to make any more developed parts, so it doesn't really matter what their morale is at this point. They can be mad all they want. We're not putting them to work. We're just adapting parts. Speaking of, let's take a look at the R&D tree so you can see how I've been spending our R&D points that we've gotten. Looking at the R&D tree, you can see that we have protected all but 3 of our developed upgrades. 1 left on the powertrain. That is the cylinder head. I just protected the ERS upgrade that proved to be so incredibly valuable to us at Mexico. And then on the chassis side, 2 upgrades. 1 is our weight distribution, and 1 is our weight reduction. So we got to save up our R&D points over the next couple of weekends to protect those. I think we'll be able to get all 3 protected. If not, we've done pretty good up to this point. If we only get 2 out of the 3, so be it. But, there's a famous song once, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Well, we got our activities lined up. No money to spend. We're still saving money. I've been taking in your feedback over the past couple videos as to who you think we should hire as our second driver. We've seen all kinds of names float through here from top to bottom on the team. Some are saying keep Nick. Some are saying go for the gusto and go for like Charles Leclerc. Others are saying Sainz or George Russell. So I appreciate you guys putting the comments down below these videos. Feel free to keep doing so, and I'll keep a tally going. I have a little tally going of people who have been recommended to be hired as our second driver. So, again, put comments down below. Let me know who you think we should bring in to drive, and I'll keep it in mind. Doesn't mean I'm going to go with it, but I'll keep it in mind. Let's move time forward and see where we stand with everything coming in. We did get 1 final upgrade from the factory on the power side from Honda, so that's nice to get that. Take every little bit we can get. Let's advance time through the start of November. There we go. Everything is locked in. We got some resource points, a little more money, $11.3 million to our name. Pretty good. We could do some damage with that, but we're setting all that aside. That's our second driver fund, if you will. Plenty to play with. We can hire almost anybody that we want at this point, if they're up to coming to our team, that is. But that's all for a future date to worry about. Right now, we'll set our sights on Interlagos, the Brazilian Grand Prix. Head out to the paddock, get this car dialed in, go through the practice programs. We'll see you out there. Welcome to the paddock here in a very wet Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Rain has ruined this weekend. Well, maybe not yet, but it certainly threw a twist on qualifying as all of our practice was done in the dry and then qualifying was full wets. You'll see in the grid rundown how things stacked up for us and our teammate Nick DeVries. But before we jump to the pre-race show, let's take a look at the weather forecast, the performance index, and, of course, the point standings. As you can see from Jeff, it is going to be wet all the way through in this race, unlike the Mexican Grand Prix where it dried up. Doesn't appear we're going to get a break in the weather throughout the entirety of this Grand Prix, so it's going to be wet all the way through, which is going to make this very, very tricky And, yeah, this is going to be a challenging race for us. Very challenging race for us. As far as the performance index goes, we are the 4th best car on the grid. See, one little uptick for us still is we got that factory upgrade from Honda coming into this weekend. We're not that far behind Ferrari. Red Bull's still making progress. Mercedes has been flatlined for a while, along with Ferrari. We've overtaken Racing Point. McLaren's been plateaued for a while, along with Renault and Williams. So we're 4th best on the grid, but again, in the rain, things tend to equalize out a little bit more. We'll see if that advantage helps us out. I'll tell you this, Nick was fast in practice, legitimately quick in practice. Top 12, top 11 in all the free practice sessions. So that's encouraging, and you'll see where he starts in the grid rundown here. Before we get to that, let's look at the point standings so you can remember, if you don't remember from last time out, where things stand in this championship. Valtteri Bottas has a 31-point lead over Lewis Hamilton. It's not quite over, but if Bottas comes out here with a 26-point margin or more, I'm pretty sure that locks it up for him. The Ferraris 3rd and 4th, Verstappen, Albon 5th and 6th. We sit 7th in the drivers' standings by 8 points over Lando Norris. Ricciardo and Sainz round out the top 10. Ocon, Perez, Stroll, Giovinazzi, Kvyat in 15th. Raikkonen, Magnussen, Gasly, Grosjean, and Nick down in 20th with 1 point. The Williams drivers with no points to their names. We look at constructors' standings. That's long wrapped up. Mercedes had that thing in the bag a few weeks ago. Ferrari, Red Bull, McLaren, Renault. This is where it gets interesting between us and Racing Point. 2 points between us. The difference between being 6th and 7th. And I'm pretty sure that's a big step up in payout at the end of the year as well if we can finish in 6th. Nick, we need your help, brother. That's all I can say. We need your help. I can't do it myself. We need maximum points. Pretty sure we're locked into at least 7th. I don't think Alfa Romeo can catch us unless something dramatic happens. But that's the shakedown here on points. And, man, without giving it away, you'll see it here in a little bit. Without giving it away, I'm concerned. But not for me to spoil too much. Let's head over to Crofty for the pre-race and the grid rundown.
Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his 3rd championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. But it's a wet one today, so grip and visibility will be at a premium. The drivers will need to be careful coming up the hill in Sector 3, the scene of many an accident over the years. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Perez, Lando Norris, and Stroll, De Vries, Albon.
What?
They've taken a grid penalty. Giovinazzi and Lewis Hamilton, Raikkonen, Verstappen, Esteban Ocon, and Kvyat, Magnussen, Sainz, Romain Grosjean and Davidson, Russell, Latifi, Gasly and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Welcome to the grid here at Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and as you saw in the pre-race rundown, Nick De Vries, a man on fire, finally getting through into Q3 and getting promoted up into the 7th position on the grid from grid penalties as well. Actually, I think he made it into Q2. I don't think he made Q3, but grid penalties from other drivers moved him up to 7th. Come on, Nick. Those 2 pink cars are starting in the top 6. I need you to mix it up with them. Cause some chaos. Do something, because I'm starting in the back. Didn't make it out of Q1, just dreadfully slow. And the real unfortunate part is I was really quick in free practice in the dry. Really quick. This car really likes this track. I really like this track, but in the wet, just it's been our Achilles heel for much of this season. So let's take a look at the race strategy at least and see what it's going to be. Pretty basic. It's going to rain all the way through. It's going to be full wets all the way through. So we might as well just split it in half. 1 stopper, 18 and 18. That's pretty much all that we can do. 36 laps around here, and we'll take on a little fuel to help with the weight to keep this thing planted a little bit. So we'll go over fuel just a little bit. But the one-stop strategy, rain. We'll see what happens. I want to say that I feel confident, but I don't. Here we go then. 5 red lights, and we're way deep in this field. Lights out and away we go. I can't see anything. I'm just driving up the inside of people. We're up to 14th. Hell yeah, let's go. We'll take that spot for Magnussen. I'm going to get a little physical with these guys. I don't have time to waste. We got a good car. We can get up into the points. But all our hopes are riding on Nick.
We're looking good so far.
Oh, what a dive up the inside. Come on. Got Raikkonen and Verstappen. Now we're on the back of Hamilton. All right. Lap 1 in the books. Decent opening lap for us. We picked up a lot of spots. Oh boy, I went wide going in there. Hamilton was really defending hard. I can't see. We're right on the back bumper of Hamilton. Woo! Well, we were on the back bumper of Hamilton. Oh man, I had to run at him and had to get way out of it. That was almost tragic right there. I feel like I'm faster than these guys. I just can't get to them in the right place to make a pass. Here we go now to the outside of Hamilton, down the front straightaway.
Nice work.
How about that? Get out motor, dude. Well, that'll put us up into the points. That's a big boy move right there. Getting around Lewis Hamilton in the rain? You kidding me? Let's go. I'll take that spot, Giovinazzi. Don't mind if I do. All right, I see Norris, Stroll, and Albon here in front of us. Be huge to get in front of that pink car.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Oh, what a dive on Albon. We get it done. I'll put us up to 8th. Let's go. This car is actually driving quite nicely in race conditions.
We're trailing our team.
Thank God.
3.0 seconds.
Trailing Nick by 3 seconds. First time that's happened all year. Go, Nick. The wet weather warrior.
Creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap.
What position is Nick in? Up the inside of Stroll. Easy pickings. Our car is really good in the wet, in race trim. I don't know why in qualifying I was so bad. I have no clue. But this thing's a much different character now in these conditions. Now we set our sights on Norris here. Nixon 5th. Wow.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Oh, to the outside of Norris. Are you kidding me?
Car in front is 3.2 seconds.
Oh, he's fighting us back. Ah, get out. Traction, dude. P6. Let's go. All right, we got to catch our teammate. Things I never thought I'd be saying this year. Wow, we have really separated ourselves from Norris and everybody behind us. That's incredible. I'm so impressed with Nick and this performance he's putting on. It's great to see him running in 5th, legitimately running in 5th. Good news is we're closing in on Perez, too.
The tyre situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
Oh, I don't think we're anywhere near intermediates. What are you talking about, Jeff? Hey, Nick, how's it going, buddy? Listen, I'm really thrilled with your run. But we got to get past this pink car, and if you're not going to do it, I will. All right, Nick. Block it up, Nick. Ah, I love it. Block me, Nick. Can't block this one. I appreciate it, though. Good fight. Just follow me and learn, dude. I deal with this goddamn pink car. Wow, it's 10 seconds up the road to Vettel. Holy shit. They are gone up front. Oh. Perez wasn't having any of that. That's fair. It's kind of an optimistic move. Just testing him.
Bottas is leading the race.
Yeah, he's going to win the championship at this rate. Hamilton can't do anything. He's falling apart, man. Remember, in the French Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton had a 50-point lead in the championship. He DNF'd the French Grand Prix, and it has been downhill since then. Pretty evenly matched here with Perez. Full battery to full battery. Can't really do nothing with him. Oh, we're quite a bit closer this time. Yeah, we get it done. What a pass. Brilliant move right there before the kink.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Timed it perfectly. I think this is as good as it's going to get for us today. I would like to point out the fact that we started this race in 18th, and 15 laps in, we're running 4th. Tells you how good this car is at this track, man. I'm telling you. This car has been so fun to drive over the last few Grand Prix. USA was amazing. Mexico was amazing. This is setting up to be another good one. Now that we're in front of Perez, we are just pulling away from him. No problem.
Until our pit window opens, we're going to put you on the full wet tire. We're leading our teammate by 2.2 seconds.
Come on, Nick. Go get him for 5th. I believe in you. Throw this thing down into lean revs at this point. We're not going to catch Vettel, I don't think. And we are way off target on fuel. I've used a lot of fuel. My fuel mileage in the rain's garbage. I don't short shift enough. I use too many RPMs.
The circuit's definitely looking better than it was a few minutes ago. If we could just move a bit more of that standing water, we might be able to get onto the intermediates.
No shit. We might have some tire strategy before this race is done. If this thing dries up enough, we go to inners. Oh, baby. 65% on the right rear. I think anything over 70 or 75% is puncture territory. Oh, boy, this is going to be interesting. If we can just stay out a little bit longer, we might be able to just go right to intermediates. Whereas these guys who are going to be pitting just go to wets, and then they're going to pit again for intermediates. Oh, man, I don't know what to do. I don't want to blow a tire. .69% on the right rear. We can't stay out much longer. Bottas is pitted for the wets. We're going to risk it. We're going to stay out one more and see if this thing dries up enough to go to inners.
Vettel is stopping now.
We are playing with fire here. Okay, here we come.
He's coming in for his stop.
Everyone's still on wets. Last minute change, I put on intermediates.
Go, go, go.
Oh boy, I hope this wasn't the wrong call.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
That kind of call right there could win or lose a race. If this track dries out and their wets overheat and are no longer good, we are going to be sitting pretty on our intermediates. Valtteri Bottas fastest lap. That tells me the track's getting faster, even on wets. Intermediates might be faster though. Yep, here we go. Giovinazzi Norris into the pits. Puts us back into fourth. 15 seconds behind Vettel. But with intermediates compared to everybody else's full wets. Seems fine to me. Seems really good to me. Well, I think we absolutely killed Nick's ability. Oh, Vettel's got an issue. Hold on, that's third place in front of us, Vettel with an issue. I was going to say I just killed Nick's ability to get past Perez because we double boxed and stacked him. But if Vettel in front of us has an issue, possible podium implications right there. We set a purple sector 3, by the way. I don't think it picked what I wanted it to, but we're going faster. This track's drying up. Intermediates are the play. I think we're on the right tire. I think full wets is not correct. I think intermediates is the play. And we're eating into Vettel, his gap. Whatever might be wrong with his car, I don't know.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
There is no strategy, Jeff. We're not going on to wets, dude.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Holy shit, Jeff. Shut up. I don't care about your new strategy.
Check your MFD for a new
Oh my god,
option.
dude. Jeff, shut the fuck up. What was 15 seconds is about 6.5 and falling. Whatever his issue is, we have a very real chance of catching him. And Jeff, every time I come out of that corner, Jeff is telling me about a new strategy. I'm about to fire this man. You can't even do it, but I'm about to fire him. Nick's about 3 seconds back from Perez for 5th. Not sure he's going to be able to close that gap. But still, even if he holds on for 6th, that's incredible.
MFD for a new strategy option.
Shut up, Jeff! There's Vettel up the road. 3 seconds. We're going to catch him for sure. No problem. Back-to-back podiums? Are you serious? Come on. Oh, Vettel's smoking. Wow. That is a big issue for Vettel. He is smoking. I don't know if he's going to make it to the end of this thing. No wonder he's limping around. That Ferrari power plant, something not happy. New fastest lap of the race. Yes, sir. I was tracking that. I knew what I needed to run to beat it. Finally did it. I'll take that extra point. Now we just got to get past Vettel. Come here, Vettel. Ah, not this lap. We go faster still. 3 laps to go here. Chasing Vettel around Interlagos in the wet. What a dream this is. Got to manage our fuel right on target, too. Vettel's proven to be a tough nut to crack here. He might be wounded, but he's still plenty fast.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
I'm going to have nightmares about new strategy options every time. Around the outside of Vettel into one. Ah. He held it. Here we come. Full battery down the straightaway. Come on. Blocking.
A new strategy is available.
Get past Vettel. Block it up all you want. I'm still going to get past your ass. Nice try. He ain't done with us. There's a reason he's a 4-time world champion. He's pretty good at this whole race car thing. I think we got him now. Thank you, Nicholas. Last lap. Come on, baby. Well, what a fun race this was. Holy smokes. It's amazing how rain went from our nemesis to our best condition to perform in almost. Incredible. I do love this track. And while it was a rainy race and I would have rather seen it dry, this finish is huge. Valtteri gets the win. That should lock up the championship for him. But for us, out of the final corner, for the last time, the switch to intermediates, don't know if it made the biggest difference in the world, but I feel it was the right call. I'll pat myself on the back for that one. As we come across the line, a back-to-back podium. Yeah! Yes! I'll take my driver of the day. Thank you very much. From 18th on the grid to 3rd. Hell yeah.
And with that, another year of Formula One draws to a close, and the new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers.
Congratulations, Valtteri, on the World Championship. You'll love to see that.
It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today.
That's awesome for Valtteri to win the championship.
And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for
He was the man in the second half of the season. He was absolutely unstoppable.
And what
Wow.
that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier.
Why are we showing this loser in 15th? Get out of here, Pierre. Nobody cares. How about Nick?
After an excellent performance at the
Where'd
Grand
Nick
Prix,
finish?
I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight.
Oh, yeah, we're on the podium again for the second race in a row.
They deserve it.
That's 3 podiums this year, 3 third-place finishes this year. Unreal, man. I'm thrilled, man. I'm ecstatic. What a fun drive that was. Hell yeah. We've done it. What a race here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Valtteri Bottas locks up the championship with the win. Leclerc in second. We drive from 18th up to 3rd, and we get the fastest lap of the race, so that extra point. Huge day. Vettel 4th, Perez 5th. Nick de Vries in 6th. You love to see that. Way to go, Nick. Started 7th, finished 6th. He lost some pace there after the pit stop. Couldn't get by Perez. Again, we didn't help the fact that we double stacked the pit stop, but I mean, I was the lead car and I needed to do my strategy. Albon, Verstappen, Red Bull, not a very good day here. 7th and 8th. Norris in 9th and Stroll in 10th. So, Racing Point gets 5th and 10th. We get 3rd and 6th. I think we're going to make out better in the constructors based off that. Lewis Hamilton finishes 11th outside of the points. Absolutely disastrous second half of the season for Lewis Hamilton. He will not win the championship this year. Giovinazzi and Raikkonen, 12th, 13th. Ocon, Gasly, Kvyat in 16th. Sainz, disappointing day in the McLaren in 17th. Magnussen 18th. Ricciardo started last. Can only work his way up to 19th. Not a good day for the Renault squad. Grosjean, Russell, Latifi amongst those lapped in this race. And remember, Vettel had the mechanical issue that allowed us to track him down and pass him with 2 to go. Pretty awesome stuff. I'm elated right now. Let's take a look at the standings. For the constructors, you can see now we have overtaken Racing Point by 11. And we're only 9 back from Renault for 5th. We have an outside chance at getting 5th from Renault in the last race of the year if we can pull off a result like this. Renault's in tatters. Come on, Nick. We can get 5th.
You really cut your way through the field today.
What was my strategy? Drive my ass off, Claire, but I guess I can't say ass on TV. So we'll say that the car's nimbleness was to my advantage. It really was. It drove really nice around this racetrack.
You must be thrilled to be up on the podium.
I am. Could you ask me a question? Second week in a row, Claire. Third time this year. The team put a lot of faith in me. I'm just glad to live up to it. Mm-hmm.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
Claire, you've asked me this so many times. There's no secret. It's all about having a great team and car.
Do you feel comfortable in the wet weather today?
Well, I don't know. Did it look like I did, Claire? I finished third after starting 18th. You tell me. What a stupid-ass question. Wet weather poses a risk, but I had a great team behind me to mitigate that.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Thank God. Go away. Solid day at the track for us. Look at Nick DeVries, level 8 with that mega performance that he got. We got a whole hell of a lot of team acclaim after that one. Way to go, Nick. P6, buddy. Full complement of payouts from all the sponsors. Nearly $1 million to us there. Thank you, everybody. 5K damage deduction, Nick. I won't even sweat it, dude. I'll pay for it. All right? I'll pay for it after that brilliant drive that you had. $13.5 million. Feels good, man. Well, that will do it for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Great race. God, I love that racetrack. I love that result as well. And that leaves just one. One more race to go in season number 1 of my team. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Another racetrack that I am pretty fond of, I guess you could say. I like it. Hopefully our car is well suited again for it like it was here. The car's just been so nice to drive the past few races. I'm pleased with it. And to see Nick finish in 6th, man. Just puts a smile on my face. Way to go, brother. Way to go. Might have saved his job for next year with that drive. You never know. But a lot to get done before we head out to the final Grand Prix of the season. We'll take a look at everything that we got to get done in the next episode. But boy, oh boy, you'll be hard-pressed to wipe the grin off my face from this one. Well, that'll do it for today's episode. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, let me know by leaving a thumbs up on today's video and leaving your comments down below. I love seeing what you guys have to say about these races, the drive, the strategy, Jeff being a fucking idiot. And give me your thoughts about Nick, man. That drive from 7th to 6th. He was in the top 5 at one point and held on. It's just so much to digest after this race. So give me your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking coming out of the Brazilian Grand Prix and what you see ahead for the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Do you think we can get Renault for 5th in the Constructors? Do you think Nick has one more mighty run in him to help me out and maybe overtake the French team? That would be huge if we did that. A lot of things to get discovered, resolved, and figured out in the final episode, and I'll look forward to getting that one done, but we will leave this one exactly where it is and pick it up next time. If you are new to the channel, new to the community, man, and you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I hope that my effort today in the rain at Interlagos was enough to earn a subscription from you, I should say. And you want to join this community, make sure you ring that notification bell next to it as well. We do daily uploads on this channel between this series and my NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode series as well. So daily content, make sure you subscribe, do all the things. Follow me on social media as well. Links to all that down in the description below. If you want to get in touch with me directly on Twitter is the easiest way to do that, at Schildhaust. If you want to join our Discord, we got a big community Discord, a lot of like-minded people who are very welcoming and love having fun, talking about racing and all kinds of other fun stuff. So feel free to hit that join button down below. That's in the description. Join the community, get involved, say hello. Let us know that you came over from YouTube. We'll be happy to see you in there. I appreciate you watching this video. I'm elated, man. I'm thrilled. Way to go, Nick. Way to go, us. One more race. Let's buckle down and get it done. As always, be good and be good to each other. We will see you in the next episode.